an opportunity to actually learn what the Panda robot is and the ways that they can use to actually make money with Panda robot. And by the end of this session, guys, I'm expecting everyone in this live webinar to be able to make a decision whether they want to use the automated tools like Panda robot into making sure that their trades are actually being placed and managed correctly, or you're going to pass on the opportunity. Okay, either way, guys, I hope you'll be glad with your decision of either to get into this or not. Okay, so without wasting much of your time, guys, I'm gonna make this one a very quick one. We're supposed to do this webinar for like an hour, but I think we're gonna try and compress the time frames. So just to give you a heads up, guys, we have got a comment section where you can comment and anything that you want to comment there. All right, and we also have a questions section where you can ask any questions. All right, so the questions should be strictly related to what we're talking about here. Don't ask us questions about the things that are not related to what we are talking about here. All right, so I think those are the general rules. And with that being said, guys, I'm gonna get into the seminar, all right, or the session. Okay, so guys, we have made a launch first where we launched the bot, all right, and we are doing a relaunch, right? And this bot is going to be a super closed community bot, all right. We're not going to allow a lot of people to be using this bot. Reason being, right, the method that we use to trade with this bot is very damaging to the people who are running brokerage firms. Okay, so the brokers actually don't like this type of bots, right? How do brokers make money? Most brokers out there, they are called market makers. So what they do is when you deposit your money into their systems, right, and you trade, they only make money if you lose. All right, so they want you to lose so that they can make money. If you lose, that's the money that they're taking into their pocket. If you win, they have to take money out of their pocket and give it to you. All right, so those people, they don't want you to win. So as a result, if you have a lot of people on the same brokerage, right, making withdrawals, depositing a small amount and actually inflating the amount into like a big amount and then withdrawing it, it won't be actually something that those people called brokers want. Okay, so as a result, I'm really okay, there's Kelly is asking a question. Kelly raised your hand. All right. Oh, no, it's not raising a hand. Actually, did she raise your hand? Okay, I think you did raise a hand. But if you have a question, do put it in the comments. Okay, so use the comment section as where you can ask the questions. Okay, so that's fine. Let's get into it. So what is the Panda robot? Okay, the Panda robot, guys, is also known as Trade APT. So the Trade APT, I'm sure some of you know what is called ChatGPT. All right, ChatGPT is an AI algorithm that is used to actually generate text and generate content. All right, so GPT in the ChatGPT means generative pre-trained transformer. So which means it's a generative system that generates text, right? And it's pre-trained, which means it has been trained by programmers, right, or the developers prior to use. All right, transformer, it means it can transform according to whatever is being asked. So now it becomes like this intelligent system that can be able to interact and know context. All right, so we tried to replicate the same thing in trading, right? Before, guys, what we call this trade ATP AAPT algorithms, right? There were algorithms that are called linear algorithms where, right, a robot only has a set number of settings, all right, and those settings, they can only be changed, and you can only change them once. And when you change them once, you expect the robot to be trading with the same settings under every market condition, all right? So as a result, we have seen that most robots lose money, or they have a period whereby they win money and then they start just losing money, okay? So the reason being that the robot is trading with a linear algorithm. It's not able to know that, hey, the conditions have changed, so I should change the way I'm trading, okay? So most robots do not know or are not programmed to change the settings or to change how they are trading according to market conditions. So that's what we fixed here by creating a robot that actually does change the settings according to market conditions. And also it's a pre-trained robot, which means the settings that we put in here are not settings to test. We have already tested the bot, all right, and then we have seen the results that actually, or the settings that actually give us the different results, and we have trained the robot that, you know what, when conditions are like this, you must switch to this. When conditions are like this, you must switch to this. All right, I'll show you what we mean by that. Okay, so it's also known as Trade ATP, is a fully automated trading robot designed to take advantage of the big market moves that are occurring during news time. Okay, so it uses an innovative strategy to capture the market in all directions, right? Whether the market buys or the market sells, the robot is going to catch that move. Okay, I'm going to show you how it does that in a bit. Okay, and it is also auto-adjusting, just like what I mentioned. It's an auto-adjusting pre-trained transformer. Unlike generative pre-trained transformer, this is an auto-adjusting pre-trained transformer. Okay, and this strategy was developed by David Richard, which is me, and from a company called Vesta. Okay, and we have actually tried, or we have developed this system over a period of 12 months, all right, and trying to find different things that we can do to make sure that our bots actually can be able to use smart algorithms, not just linear ones. Okay, so one of you might be asking me, right, why trade news? All right, why the hell, why do we want to trade news in the first place? All right, why don't we just trade anytime is tea time? Why don't we trade anytime? The reason why we want to trade news is a situation like this, guys. So most of the time, right, the market spends doing what is called consolidating. All right, consolidating is what other people call manipulation. All right, manipulation is when the market is going up, and when you think it's going up, it goes down, it takes your money. Then when you think, no, I think the market is finally going down, you sell, and then it goes up, right? Then you say, no, I think now the market is clearly going up. Then you buy again, then it sells. It's evident here, right, that the market has been going up and down, right? Some people were selling, some people were buying, some people were selling and buying, or they were being taken out, all right? Or there are some people who placed maybe a sell here, right, and then the market never reversed, all right, for them to actually lose some money. Okay, the market was going right in a sell direction from there. Okay, and they thought that, hey, since the market here is going down, it's gonna continue to go down. All right, however, you can see that the market brutally just went up, not respecting anyone who sold here. Okay, so this is how people lose money, right? Because they enter trades, some they win, but definitely they will lose, because if you continue to trade like this, right, you're going to make the market is going to make sure that it's going to catch you when you're at the wrong side of the market, and it's going to hit you big. Like you can see this movement right here that just went up. And these movements are normally caused by news events. When news event happens, right, it can cover the distance of, let's say for instance, all of these hours, okay? If each candle represents hours, all right? Each candle represent hours, all right? Look at the number of hours it took for it to make a movement just to go down like this, and look at how it moved upwards during news time, right? It was just an abrupt movement going upwards, right? Different from you trying to trade these choppy markets, right? This is where you lose. So this is the reason why we trade news, all right? It's because news events presents us with a much bigger opportunity to make money due to the increased volatility of the market. For example, it might take weeks for price to move certain pips in one direction, but when news is released, the same pips can be gained in a matter of seconds, all right? The same pips can be gained in a matter of seconds, just a matter of seconds. As you can see here, this move just happened just like that. This normally happens during news, all right? I'm going to show you also a video after this where you can actually see what happened when we traded CPI last time, right? That video was being live streamed on my YouTube channel. So it was a live trade, right? There are no gimmicks there. It was live trading, and then the market was just murdered by the bot, okay? So now let's go into the strategy, okay? I want you to understand the strategy first, because I don't know any other way that you could, get excited by this if you don't know how the strategy works, all right? So the strategy uses stop orders, all right, to actually enter the markets, okay? So I'm going to explain what is happening here, okay? Let's take, for instance, right, I'm going to make this thing a little bit smaller. Let's take, for instance, that the market has been doing this, all right? Let's take, for instance, that the market, okay, so let's check now. Did they already disclose how much to get Panda robot? Not yet, guys. We haven't disclosed how much for you to get Panda robot. We are going to tell you during the end of this session, but I see it doesn't really give you the good value for me to start by telling you how much it costs without you knowing the capabilities. So I want you to understand the capabilities first. So we'll go into the pricing and so forth. So wait patiently for that, okay? So when the market is doing its consolidation like that, it's doing its consolidation like this, all right? Then come news time. Take this white line as the time when news is going to be released, okay? So what's going to happen here, we're going to put a buy stop, right, on top of the price, and we're going to put a sell stop below the price, all right? Stop orders, guys, are orders that activate, right, when, right, the stop orders, they activate when price goes through them, okay? So if it's a buy stop, the order will be activated if the market starts buying and it goes through the order, then the order gets activated. If it's a sell stop, right, if the market decides to go down, it will activate the sell stop, and then from there on, the market will go down with the price, okay? All right, so if the market decides to come here and go up, remember, guys, during news time, movements like these do happen where the market just comes from here and then goes up like this, all right? So if the market decides to go up, like in that example, what it will do is it will activate our buy stop, and then it will continue going up and then hit take profit, okay? If it decides to go down, it will activate our sell stop, and then it will go to take profit, all right? So you could use this if you were quick enough, you could do this manually, but it's just that news happens so quickly. This thing that I'm talking about here, it happens in a matter of seconds. So you have to be using some form of a bot that actually do this for you. So if it activates the buy stop, right, what's going to happen is that as soon as we reach about 30 points in profit, this stop loss is going to move and come here, right, and actually secure some profits, just a little bit of profits. And also when the market keeps on going up, this stop loss will keep on trailing the price, right? As the price is going, this stop loss will trail the price until, take for instance, the market reaches here. It hasn't reached our take profit yet, and then it decides to reverse, okay, and hit here, okay. We will get all this profit, right, and our trade will be closed right there. But if it decides to continue and hit our take profit, then we will exit at the take profit level. The same applies with a sell. The same thing happens until it reaches the take profit. Okay, so this I haven't seen anything. If I can tell you guys, I haven't seen anything. If you have any strategy out there that you can tell me that it has got a high win rate than this strategy, come and show me. Then we can be brainstorming and see. But I can assure you that if you can find a strategy that has got an edge as this one, I can give you some money on it. I can bet some money on it. I have used and I have actually tested a number of robots. Most robots, they do not really make money. They actually lose money over time, all right? Because they can make money now, but they will definitely lose because they are using strategies that actually do not have an edge. This strategy has only one instance where you can lose. And I'm going to show you that instance. How can you lose with this strategy, okay? This is how you can lose with this strategy. And I'm going to be open with you, okay? So when the market decides to activate our buy, all right, and it doesn't move 30 points, only 30 points up, right, so that this stop loss can come and protect our position here, right? If it doesn't move enough points here that are only 30 points, right, which means our stop loss is still here, and the market decides to reverse and hit our stop loss, that's the only way we can lose, okay? If it also does this, right, and it doesn't move 30 points down, it comes back and hit our stop loss because you are still in that trade. That is the only instance where we can lose. But let me show you the instances where we can win, okay? So number one, let's say for instance the market activates our buy. When it activates our buy, it goes into 30 points profit, and then this comes here and protect our position. When it comes back here, it hits break even, so we don't lose anything, okay? Then it comes now and activate our sell, and then it hits take profit. So here we can win even if one of the trades hit break even, okay? And also remember, our break even is not exactly at the entry point. We have some offsets that you put so that it can, when it hits break even, it exits with a little bit of money, all right? So if it hits here, it's going to exit with a little bit of money, not just 0-0, okay? So this is the instance where the bot can lose money, okay? When it activates and then goes to stop loss before it reaches 30 points. 30 points, guys, it's small when it comes to news, all right? 30 points is small when it comes to news. I'm going to show you exactly how that happens in a video that we recorded the robot trading live, okay? So also, guys, if the market continues to go up, right, trailing stop loss, right, and if it decides to reverse when it's here, then we're still going to make profit, okay? We're still going to make profit. Then remember times when news wants to go up and then go down. So it does this, it goes up first and then it goes down. So what it does is no problem. We have got our stop loss here. Then the news is going to go up. If it goes up, then we're in profit with 30 points. It will lock. Then if it decides to go down, then it will exit this one with break even, and then it activates the one that is below, and then we make money. So the market is trapped in all directions. There is no way to escape, right? The market is trapped. That's why this strategy is super, guys. That's why this strategy is very, very good. Okay, so yeah, so the strategy has got a very, very big edge, because it uses it actually uses stop orders to make sure that no matter what the market does, right, the EA is going to catch the move, right, and make some profit. Okay, but I have disclosed to you when this robot can lose. Okay, but when it loses, it only loses. Take for instance here, our take profit is that big, but if it loses, it only loses a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. You can see most of the settings have got a stop loss of only 100 points, which is only 100 points. That's the stop loss. Okay, most of the take profits, they're in about 2,000 points. So you can see the risk reward ratio there is very, very high. So if you lose, it's fine, because when you catch the next move, we're going to maximize on it. All right, but as you can see, guys, you know what happens. Take for instance, if the market was trading like this, all right, it would have just activated our buy, then we would, you know, be smiling all the way to the bank, right? And that's exactly what news does. NFP, CPI, and all those high impact news, they move the same way. Okay, so I'm going to explain to you how it manages risk. And I'm sure most of you are asking, what about risk management? Okay, so I was thinking, and I was brainstorming with my guys how we can actually make sure that we manage risk in a way that is very, very easy. An easy way to manage risk, right? Because what we don't want is to trade with the same lot size, right, for every trade. And no matter how much is in your account, the EA is going to trade with the same lot size, right? And so we wanted to make sure that those who have got bigger accounts can open bigger or much larger positions. Those who have small accounts can open much smaller positions. Okay, so we developed this entry mode, right? So if your balance is, let's say, $500, then the lot size is set to 0.2. There is what we put here that is called positioning factor. Positioning factor is the number that gets into your balance, or so your balance get divided by this number. All right, whichever answer that we get there, that's the number of trades the EA is going to open. So which means that if your account is bigger, just because 50 can go into your, let's take for instance here, it's 1,000. 50 into 1,000 is 20, but 50 into 500 is 10. So it will open 10 sell stops and 10 buy stops, right? So this number can be changed, right? Which is the positioning factor, right? It can be changed. This is what manages your risk. If you put it on 100, it means that it's going to open 5 trades on sell, 5 trades on buy. All right, that is if you put it on 100. Okay, so it's going to be 100 into 500, which is going to be 5. So it's going to open 5. So this is what controls your risk. Okay, and also there is an input that we say maximum number of split positions. Okay, take for instance your account goes to 10,000. Okay, so if your account now is at 10,000, it can open more than 100 positions, but you can limit the number of maximum positions here so that your risk doesn't get too crazy. Okay, so maximum number of positions is 1000. As long as your balance can open less than 100 positions, the EA will continue to work without the limit. But if it can open more than 100, then it will limit itself to 100. Okay, so this is how it makes sure that when you have more money, it opens more trades. When you have less money, it opens less trades, to make sure that it doesn't over risk you. Okay, so the trade ATP logic, guys, since each news event moves differently from others, the EAs do not use the same. The EA does not use the same settings for every news type, but it uses ATP logic, like what I've discussed with you before, to switch the settings each time it trades. We have tested all major events, and we have found out that news events that are profitable and their settings are like these ones. So after that, then we add the code that tells the EA to use the data to switch to settings that are the best for each news type every time it trades. We also developed the news testing capability for MT5. Remember, guys, if you try to test news right now, if you develop your robot, then you try to test news. The reason why there's not going to be someone out there who's going to be a copycat of this robot is that just the amount of work that you need to do to come up with something like this is very, very, very big. You need to spend hours, developing some of the things that are not capable to be done by MT5. Okay, so as a result, we only use MT5. We don't use MT4 because some of the capabilities that we want are only available in MT5. Okay, so it's only designed for MT5. There are so many brokers out there that you can use that have got MT5, so that should not be a problem. Okay, so we also developed on the side a way to test news. Right, there is no way for you to test news on MT5, but we developed that code. Right, and the trade ATP logic, I'm gonna give you a glimpse of how it looks like. Right, so I know most of you are not programmers, but this should be very easy for you to understand. Right, so here we're saying if the symbol is XAU USD, all right, and these others are how XAU USD or how gold is represented in other brokers. Okay, so gold is represented in other brokers. Sometimes is gold with some extensions, some is gold.za. So we just included those ones that are available in the brokers that we want to test. All right, then we go now and say, and the event is non-farm payrolls. Right, use these settings here. All right, use these settings. And when it's CPI, use these settings here. When it's S&P Global Composite PMI, use these settings here. All right, so as a result, the bot is not going to trade in a linear fashion. It's going to be switching the settings, right, according to the conditions. All right, so as a result, this robot is 100% fully automated. You don't have to do anything at all. You don't have to do nothing at all. All that you have to do is to get this robot and you put it onto your MT5 and then you fold your hands. Simply as that. It will scan the news by itself. It will know the lot size to trade. It will do everything on its own. All that you have to do is put it on the chart and then fold your hands. So the reason why you are able to do that is because of this algorithm. Because this algorithm takes away the job that you're supposed to be doing by scanning news, changing settings, what. It changed the settings by itself. All right. So points to note so far about Panda robot. Number one, it is a fully automated system, which means it's a drag and drop trading robot, right? It uses a trading strategy that has an edge of 90% win rate. 90%, guys, win rate for this strategy is very conservative because there are times when we tested this bot on other news types and other brokers and it showed us 100% win rate. All right, so this is the only strategy that I can tell you out there that can give you 100% win rate. If you need that data, or if you need me to support that statement, you can talk to me, then I can send you some documents where you can verify what I'm saying. But this is the only strategy so far that I have tested, and it has made profit only without any losses. So putting it at a 90% win rate is just a conservative statement there. So it trades predefined trading news and trading pair instrument. So it means it's programmed to trade certain news at with a certain broker, and also a certain trading pair. Okay. As a result, you don't have to be finding which instrument works best and so forth. We have already tested all of that. Okay. So it uses an automatic risk management to make sure that accounts open trades according to their size, right? And avoiding blowing accounts and increasing potential of profits for bigger account sizes. Okay, bigger account sizes have got the opportunity to make more money, and smaller accounts are protected from being over leveraged. If you have understood the entry mode, where actually the position factor determines the number of trades that are going to be opened. Okay, so it also uses the trade logic to switch settings according to the news type. Okay, so it switches the settings according to the news type. Okay, so backtest results, right? For backtest results, guys, I'm gonna have to switch my window here. But I have to switch my window here. I want to show you some results. I'm sure most of you guys are interested in knowing results. All right, apologies for this. I just want to check and get my. All right, so we're opening the results now. Yes, so we're opening the results. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, all right, so let's start with CPI. I'm gonna open that. So here, guys, if you know, okay, let me zoom it in a little bit for those who are watching this on a cell phone or something. Okay, I'm gonna zoom it significantly here so that you can see the numbers correctly. All right, so as you can see here, these are just the settings for the robot. Okay, I'm gonna explain the settings. Okay, so here is just the expert advisor's name, the magic number, don't worry about that. Trading mode 1, it's in the settings. Okay, so these are the settings that were used for the robot to trade. Okay, and the broker that was used is EuroFX, right? And profit, right, in pips. All right, so you can see that $500 at a leverage of 1:500. All right, leverage was 1:500, and $500 it made a profit of $11,611 and a loss of $171 dollars. All right, balance drawdown maximal was only 18%, so 18% maximum drawdown on your account, or on balance drawdown. Okay, let's check now, like the actual drawdown on equity. All right, okay, it's fine. Let's keep it zoomed in so that you guys can be able to see what I'm talking about. Okay, so if we go down here, you can see that it took about 940 trades, right? And you can see this is the graph of how equity was growing. All right, and also here you can see this is profit. Blue is profit, red is losses. Blue is profit, red are losses, right? And let's go back and we can see the graph here. We can see how the robot makes money and barely make losses. All right, so it's always making profit, not losses. Okay, if you can go back here again, then we can check another news type, non-farm payrolls. All right, let's also do that. So guys, from $500 to 11,000, I want you to calculate what kind of a percentage profit was that. That was only if you trade CPI in 1 year. Only 1 year of trading CPI, you're making from $500, you're going to 11K. Okay, so here, right, same settings, $500 was taken to 4K. That's trading NFP. Okay, and the drawdown only was 16%. All right, so you can see, guys, how profitable is the strategy. So we combine now all these news types together, right? And we combine these two together, and if we test the bot, right, the overall testing of the bot, right, I'll give you a link where you can check the overall testing of the bot. You will see that in 1 year, when it's trading all these instruments, it makes a total of about $60,000 from an account of $500, which is just awesome, guys. All right, so the number of accounts that you can use this bot, if you get a license, you can use up to 2 accounts. If you want to use on a demo and a live, it's up to you. If you want to use on both live accounts, it's also up to you. The minimum deposit that you need to deposit is $300, but we recommend $500. But if you want to have the best results, start with $1,000 or more. But with as little as $300, you can actually be trading. You can even trade with $100, but you'll be exposing yourself to a little bit of risk, which sometimes I don't think, if you're buying a tool like this, you want to be using on a $100 or less than $100 account. So $300 account at least is decent for you to actually making decent profits. All right, risk management has got auto proportional risk management. It manages the risk on its own. All right, let's go back here. Right, yeah, so it manages the risk on its own. And recommended broker, we recommend HeroFX. The reason why we recommend HeroFX is because its execution is just excellent. Okay, so I'll show you a video where the bot was trading on HeroFX, and you'll see exactly what I mean by this broker is excellent at execution, right? So estimated profit in 1 year, we said 60K. Support, you will get free updates. All right, so as long as you are an owner of a license, you will get free updates for your duration, which is a 1 year, okay, of your license. Community, you'll be also added into a premium group, right, where you can be chatting, right, and you can be discussing with other community members. There we give you updates. Everything is transparent. People share their results, people share their experience, and then people, if they have any complaint, they'll be complaining there. So it's completely open to everyone. There is nothing that is hidden in that group. So you'll be added into that group where you can be asked any questions, right? The money back guarantee. So if for any reason, right, if for any reason that you within a day of purchasing this software, you're not or you change your mind within a day, and you say I want a refund, we give you a refund, no questions asked, within a day. Okay, so quote me right, within a day. Okay, but if you, let's say, have used the software and so forth, then we will have to talk. But ever since we actually launched this, no one has ever come and asked that they need a refund, because the software is just too good, guys. even though sometimes we can say people might have any issues, the support is there and is responding very quickly to make sure that I know most of you or some of you do not know exactly or have never had experience with robots, so you need some help installing and so forth. So we'll help you do that. We'll help you install the bot. So we come to the gist of the story. Everybody wanna ask, like, how much does it cost? So the robot costs, right, $600, right, for you to use for a year. I want to ask you a question, that if you've got an EA that can take your $500 or $1,000 into $60K or more, right, would you be willing to pay $600 for it? That's a question that you have to answer for yourself. And guys, here I'm not kind of like asking anyone to, like, make a sacrifice or something like that, because myself, whether you buy this bot or not, I still make money in trading. I still do use this bot to make money for myself. Actually, the reason why I created this bot was for it to trade for myself. But when I realized that this thing can actually have the ability to change other people's life, I was like, okay, why don't we share it with the people who see value in this thing? All right. So it's a take it or leave it basis, right? But just because you were on this seminar, right, I want to offer you a 50% off discount. The 50% off discount is where you can buy this robot. I'm going to give you two things. Number one, you're going to have this robot and you're going to use it on 2 different accounts that you want. And you're going to use it for 2 years for half the price, right? This is a launch special. There are guys in the group, right? By the way, we tested this bot even before we actually started, talking to other people about the bot. We tested it with a group of people that we call beta testers, and those people were also given a chance to get this bot at 50% discount. So you are actually getting the privilege of a person who has taken part in testing the bot, and you are getting it by just being available in this webinar. All right. So where do you purchase the bot? You purchase this bot at vesta.finance, www.vesta.finance, right? Write down this web address and then go to that web address to buy the robot. Now let's see the questions that are being asked. Okay, I thought I missed it. Okay, whenever buy stops been activated, will sell stop be cancelled? Yes. All right, so let's go back to that. That's a very, very good question. This is JP Poison. Oh, what a wonderful name, JP Poison. So this is the thing now, right? No, not poison. It's poison. Okay, so sorry for pronouncing your name incorrectly there. Sorry for that. I know poison means something else. All right, so here we are, guys. We say buy stop activated. Okay, so we've got a stop loss here. Buy stop activated, right? And then we are in 30 points in profit. Then our stop loss comes to break even to actually secure just a little bit of profits. Then the market is very crazy because this is high impact news. It continues going up, but it decides to reverse. Okay, if it reverse, it will activate our sell. But if it continues going up, right, there is this setting right here. Okay, this setting that says trade expiry, right? So after 60 minutes, all the trades will expire. Okay, after 60 minutes, all the trades are going to expire. All right, so you can see here after 60 minutes trades expiring. Okay. All right, so it's saying write the web address here. Cool. We're going to put the web address in the chat. Okay, vesta.finance. Okay, so we're gonna give you guys a coupon code. A coupon code that you must use is called launch. You just put launch at checkout. You put launch, but don't do it now because we haven't set it up yet. So, but let me just quickly set it up. Let me just quickly set that up so that that coupon code should be working. Okay. All right, so go to the website and type launch at the checkout form where it says coupon. Just put launch. Okay, so when you put launch, you will see that 50% will be taken off. And when you are done doing that, we will receive your order. Then when you receive the order, we're gonna contact you, right, via email. All right, and we are going to set up everything for you. Okay, so it's as easy as that. So if for any reason you are not satisfied within a day, just ask us that you want your money back. We'll give it to you within a day. Okay, so let's see here. All right, so we're just setting up the coupon for you guys, for you to actually be able to purchase this using the launch code. Okay. Okay, so the code was already there, but we're just going to extend this to the end of the month for the validity. Okay, so type launch at checkout to get this at 50% discount. All right, so back to business, guys. I promised you that I was going to show you a video where the robot was trading. I'm going to keep my promise. Let me add that video right now so that you can watch it. Okay. Okay, so let's see now. I'm gonna play that video right now for you to understand exactly what happens with this bot. Okay, situation right now. So right, still in trailing stop loss. Panda, guys, see this one. Can you see that? So this is the CPI situation right now. The trailing stop loss still going with the price. Got the buy nicely right there. The stop loss was there, locking the profits. All right, just as how I have said it. Okay, so let's actually get another video that also shows you what the bot does. All right, so again, this video is trading using the bot. Now this is live trading. Okay, it's gonna show you what the bot does to the markets in a live market. Okay, so see what happened. Right, so here you can see stop orders are opened. Stop orders are opened right now. Right, stop orders are opened. So we're gonna see when the market does this thing, it's gonna activate our items. So here, wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, because stop orders are open. So we can see the balance now. It's 1.5. Right now you can see as quickly as that, you can see how it got that trade right there, right? And you can see that we are sitting in profit of about 1.3, right? From an account of 1.3. equity has increased to about 3,000, right? So it's just like that, guys. Just like that. Just like that. Just like that. All right. So that is the live action of how the robot trades, right? And if you guys have more questions, let me check now. I think it's time now for me to check if there are any questions right here. Can it work on a phone or on a PC? If you don't have a PC, you can rent a PC. To rent a PC might cost you about $6, from $6 per month, right? $6 if you are in South Africa, that's about how much? About 100 rand or 120 rand per month, okay, for you to rent a PC where your robot is going to be trading in the cloud. We recommend that you use a VPS, which is a PC that you can rent in the cloud, because it's always connected to the internet and also it's always on, okay? So you can do that. You can use it on, then you can check all these trades on your phone. So you can actually access your VPS using your phone. So if you don't have a laptop, it's not a problem. There's a workaround, okay? Do we need to disable the instrument that are going to trade, or automatically adapt to the instrument that we put on the EA? It automatically adapts to the instrument that we put the EA on. You don't need to adjust any settings. What do we trade, Forex or stocks? We do trade Forex. So what happens for those that have launch coupon 50% winner coupon, right? 50% winner coupon, you can buy at 50% as well, okay? You can buy at 50% as well, all right? Don't try to put all the coupons together, because what will happen is that, also I think the 50% is already expired. It was a limited time offer, all right? Can we use it on NAS 100? We can use it on NAS 100, but remember, like what we said, this is what we have to do. We have to first do thorough back testing. Then we have to train the EA that this is exactly what I want you to trade. So for now, we haven't gotten a broker that give us good results on NASDAQ. So we are not trading NASDAQ at this moment, but we'll continue to test with different brokers. As soon as we got it, we are going to be trading NASDAQ as well. But I'm sure, like you can see how much money it makes only on GBPUSD. You can see exactly how much money it makes on things like CPI. So I don't think it will be a train smash for you not to trade NASDAQ and so forth. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? So I see like we have run out of questions and I've completed everything that I wanted to show you guys. So with that being said, guys, thank you. Can we pay with PayPal? Oh, apologies, we don't have PayPal. We only have Paystack. You can pay with your card. You can also use cryptocurrencies to pay. You can use cryptocurrency, any form of cryptocurrency. You'll be shown the type of cryptocurrency that you can pay with, but most of the major cryptocurrencies you can use. Paystack can make you pay using your card or using bank transfer, right? Yeah, so those are the methods that we have for now. We don't have PayPal, okay? So any other questions? I don't see any other question, guys. So let me call it a successful event with you guys. And I want to thank each and every one of you for joining this webinar. And I hope someday we will just talk and laugh about this day and be like, this is the day where I made a decision to change my life and it was a good one, okay? All the same, we are going to limit the number of people that are going to get this bot. The reason being, I'm also a trader. I also use this bot, right? So since I use this bot, right, I don't want brokers to be catching up on the algorithm and end up closing my accounts or something like that. That's why I want a minimum number of people to be having it. With that being said, guys, will you give us preset? No, JP, there is no preset that you need to have. All the presets are already put inside the EA, so the EA will auto adjust itself. You don't have to put any preset. It's a drag and drop on the chart, then you leave it. Okay, awesome. So I'm glad that everyone is answered. 50% coupon expired on the 25th. When is the launch coupon expiring? So you cannot use two coupons. 50%, you can only use one coupon, right? Where you can buy the robot 50%. You cannot use both coupons, okay? Do we only use HeroFX and trade GBP/USD only? Yes, for now, HeroFX using GBP/USD. Reason being, right? Most brokers, they have shenanigans when it comes to news, whether they want to freeze your terminal or something like that. But we have seen that HeroFX does not do those things. You don't want to, trade with a broker that has got some shenanigans happen in the background during news time. So that's why we recommend HeroFX. But if you want to use another broker, then it's up to you. But we recommend HeroFX. Okay. Sure. JP says, I love this one. Okay. I love this one. Okay. I wanted to add someone here who has been using this bot. I wanted to add someone who has been using this bot for him to give like a little bit of testimonial, guys. Is there any minimum spread requirements? With the broker that we're using, you don't have to worry about spreads. That's why I'm saying that broker is very, very good, because it doesn't do all those manipulation of spread during news time and so forth. The spread will always remain tight even during news time, which is a very, very good thing. All right. So I wanted to, maybe I can show you guys a screenshot of what that guy sent me, because I always ask like for screenshots from guys who, yeah. Okay, let's see here, guys. Let's see here. All right, let's see here. Okay, so this is one of the guys who is in the group, right? In our groups, says I'm not in the group, but I want to share the success of CPI today. This is a real account. Deposit of 1,000, profit of 1,024, right? This is what it did on CPI, which is very, very, very good, right? So these are the capabilities of the bot. All right, and also let's load another thing. Right, let's load this. Okay, you can see here I was asking here, right? I was asking how much you have made, and then the person sent me this screenshot here. Let me enlarge it. 1,692, right? USD running in profit when they deposited about 1,500. This is just one trade, guys. One trade running. What if you're going to use with a different broker? I would recommend you not to use a different broker. Reason being, we have tested this bot with the broker, and then we know that this broker does make money. So you must, if you want to achieve the results that we have shown you, you must use the broker that we tell you to use, because we don't only just predict that this thing is going to win or wish that the robot is going to make money, but we know that the robot is going to make money because we have tested it, with the broker. We have tested it both strategy tester, both on demo accounts and on live accounts, right? And we have realized that it does make money on that broker. If we give you this EA and then you say, I want to test it on another broker, maybe you would see that during news they've got shenanigans that they do there, and it might cause you to lose, right? And you might think that it doesn't work. But I'm telling you that different brokers have got different ways to cheat users, all right? So we avoid those ones. We have also another broker, I'm not going to mention that broker here, that we are actually trying to work with. Then we realized that during news, they actually are all over the place, manipulating the market. So as a result, we are no longer using that broker. But we are not limited to only one broker. We also are testing other brokers. As soon as we see that, this broker does work nicely, then we go with it. And all the updates that we will be doing, you'll get them for free, right? So we'll be releasing all the updates to you for free, okay? So no worries about that. The task of testing and updating the robot is left to us. You drag, drop, make money. Drag, drop, make money. It's as simple as that. The task for testing this broker, it's leave it to us so that you can do all that dirty work for you, and then you can just make your smart money. Guys, we have come to the end. How much is the Panda robot? Sonwabo is asking. Or Sonwabo, you could be actually late, right, for this, but the robot costs $600, right? $600, that's the cost. But if you use code launch, you get it for $300. The code launch, you must use it at checkout. So go to I've put there. So I've answered your question, Sonwabo. You can see it's $600, but if you use the code launch at checkout, you'll get it for $300, and the offer is limited. Okay, the offer is limited. End of this month, this offer won't be there. And also, if we reach the amount of people that we want to be owning the robot, we are going to take off this offer as well as the robot itself from our website. All right, so guys, we also have a community, right? We also have a community of people who are premium members. They receive updates. I do Zoom calls with them. So if you buy the bot, you're gonna be one of the people in the group where we're gonna be doing Zoom sessions, updates, and all the things. And if you need me to help you remotely, I can be able to access your computer remotely, then help you set up anything that you need. I'm there for you, right? At the end of the day, I want you to make money. I want you to send me screenshots like these ones where you have taken like $1,000 to $2,000, $5,000, and so forth. With that being said, guys, let's call this meeting successful and over. All right. Thank you guys for connecting, and I hope you make money this year, and I hope you make good decisions this year. I hope you look back at this day and say, this is the day that I made a life-changing decision. See you next time.